So today we're diving into a really timely topic: how to hire the right AI automation expert or agency without getting lost in the hype. It's a tricky space right now, isn't it?
Absolutely. There are a lot of people jumping on the AI bandwagon, and not all of them really understand what they're doing. The first thing I always recommend is asking what platforms they actually use when building automation systems.
Totally agree. And it's important to listen closely to those answers. If they're tossing out tools like Zapier, Make, or Airtable as their main stack, that's often a red flag. Those tools are fine for prototyping, but they're very limited and they usually come with ongoing subscription costs.
Right. And most of the time, those tools are closed source. What you want to hear is that they use open source platforms, things like N8N, Hugging Face, LangChain, or Fast API. These are self-hostable, much more customizable, and they don't come with those annoying monthly fees just to keep the lights on.
Exactly. If someone's relying heavily on open source, it's usually a sign they've actually gotten their hands dirty, built some serious stuff, and understand the architecture behind AI automation, not just connecting a few APIs together with drag and drop tools.
And beyond the tech, you really want to steer the conversation toward results. Ask for measurable outcomes, like what specific problems have they solved? Can they show actual before and after metrics? If all they give you are generic success stories or efficiency increased buzzwords, be skeptical.
Yeah, and ask for trial periods. A solid expert or agency should be totally fine giving you a 30-day trial before locking you into any big contract or licensing fees. That gives you a chance to see their work in action and make sure it's tailored to your real needs.
Plus, it's a great filter. If someone's hesitant to offer a trial or they get vague about deliverables, that's a sign they might be more interested in riding the AI hype than actually delivering value.
That brings me to another point. Watch for the AI drifters. You know, the ones who talk endlessly about ChatGPT and flashy demos, but can't hold a rational, analytical conversation about actual use cases in your business.
Yes, you're hiring someone to solve problems, not give a TED Talk. They should be asking you deep questions about your workflows, your data, your pain points, not pitching you some generic chatbot or automation template.
I always say it's better to work with someone who's a bit low-key but analytical than someone who dazzles with buzzwords and overpromises. The more rational the conversation, the more likely you're talking to a real expert.
And one final tip, don't be afraid to dig into their process. Ask them to walk you through a typical automation project they've done. What tools did they use? Why did they pick those tools? What did it actually change for the client?
That kind of detail can tell you so much more than a polished pitch. And hey, if they've got case studies, even better, but make sure they're real and specific, not just we helped a client save time.
So in short, go open source, look for experience over flash, ask for measurable outcomes, and always take a trial before committing. Simple filters like those can save you thousands, if not more.
Absolutely. And for anyone listening who's exploring AI automation right now, ask yourself, are you buying solutions or just shiny tools? Because that distinction is where a good hire makes all the difference.
Couldn't have said it better. Until next time, stay smart, stay curious, and don't get distracted by the hype.